Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's video. As you can see, I've got another piece of Fortnite gameplay for you to enjoy. This is slightly different though. As you can see, it's an LTM. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but it is an LTM. And basically, I call it the TDM, but there's an official name for the LTM. Basically, I call it TDM because it's like a team deathmatch. So you can respawn. There is a target number of eliminations for your team to win. So the goal is 100 eliminations. And as I said, you're fighting with 19 other people, so it's teams of 20. Given the size of the map, I don't understand why it's only teams of 20. I understand that there's too many players to have it teams of 50 to people respawning and stuff, but I think 20 is really too low. Maybe 30 compromise or something. But anyway, so I skip out a lot of the boring bits. Just like most of the LTMs, I spend the first couple of minutes just looting, getting good weapons, getting shields and stuff like that. And I technically could just jump straight into the action, but I just don't feel comfortable, if that's the word to use. I'd rather have a good loadout and good shields, especially because obviously it means you're less likely to die in your engagements and therefore you're more likely to get the kill, which is the overall objective of said game mode. Right, so as you can tell from the title of the video, I finally made affiliate. Now, I don't know how long you guys and girls have been around the channel, been watching or whatever, but earlier this year I started streaming semi-regularly for the first time. I did do it like 1 or 2 times last year, but that was like very sparingly. Started this year, because of Fortnite mainly, I started streaming semi-regularly. So a couple of days a week for a few hours and just mostly playing for myself, but occasionally getting viewers and friends watching and stuff like that, which is really cool. Anyway, let's just backtrack a little bit. So why did I decide to get into streaming? Well, pretty much everyone who plays Fortnite has thought about streaming at one point or another. But streaming is something I thought about doing before Fortnite because of the games that I played. Now, I played a lot of Uncharted back in the day and a lot of co-op in that game mode. And while not all the matches were, worthy of being posted to YouTube or even kept to my hard drive, for example, sometimes there were nice moments, just pieces of gameplay that I thought were really cool. And it's a shame because I would have liked to have shared those with people, but if I don't record them or save them, then they're lost forever. So the idea of Twitch to me was kind of cool because I could live stream it to other people to watch, but also by live streaming to Twitch, it archives it for a certain amount of time, and I could then go back and sort out the clips I wanted to keep, and then those clips that I cut would eventually be kept indefinitely. Well, in theory, indefinitely. They could technically shut down the servers whenever they want to. But as it stands, anything that I cut is kept on Twitch's website. So I don't have to worry about hard drive space. And that's one of the biggest issues when it comes to recording gameplay for me, because I record so much. I record hundreds of gigabytes every year of footage. And if I'm honest with you, I probably share maybe 10% of the footage. So a lot of it remains on my hard drive. Some of it I do eventually delete, having gone through it again. But it's just a crazy amount. So being able to, inverted commas, store all of this stuff on a website via Twitch, for example, is just very useful in terms of that. But as I said, it's more about the sharing of the gameplay at the same time as well. And I'll be honest, I don't get a lot of viewers, and that's something that I'm used to. In fact, it's something I'm so used to that when people do actually come in and say hi and chat, whatever, I sometimes miss it. Not intentionally, I'm just not expecting anyone to be there in my streams. And sometimes I get friends and stuff pop in, and it's really nice. And I love talking about games and stuff, and that's another reason why I really enjoy doing Twitch, is because if you meet like-minded people, you play the same sort of games and you have the same sort of views and stuff, you can just have really good conversations. A lot of people, streamed for the first time because of Fortnite, and they saw other people doing it. Obviously, the big names, Tfue, Ninja, and all the rest of it. I feel like it's sort of brought streaming to the forefront, Fortnite, inadvertently. Like, obviously, there were already quite a few games that were popular and being streamed on Twitch before Fortnite came along. But I think Fortnite was the biggest changer because it's such a popular game and it appeals to such a wide audience, young to sort of old. And you don't get that with a lot of the other games. So CSGO, for example, League. These are popular games, don't get me wrong, but they're popular in a different way. Like a certain category of players, play these games and watch these games. Whereas Fortnite, even casual gamers will get involved. My sister, for example, doesn't really play games, but she bought a PS4. Okay, to do other things as well, but she also downloaded and played Fortnite because it was free and because it seemed like something she wanted to try out. And so I think that's the sort of thing that Fortnite has really brought to the table. And obviously, because it being so popular and a lot of people streaming it, more people have streamed it, and so services such as Twitch streaming have grown, I'd say, quite a lot over the past year or so. Anyway, I think I'm starting to waffle a little bit, so I better just cut to the chase and talk about what it is I was planning to talk about today, and that is really to say thanks. Thanks to anyone who tuned in, watched a few matches, popped their head in just to say hello, hosted me along the way, shouted me out to friends, whatever. I really appreciate it all. Heck, I'll even shout out the trolls that popped in, whether it was just to get me to read out their funny name as a new follower. Sometimes I got caught out, sometimes I didn't. I'm starting to get used to it a bit more now, obviously, because of experience. At the start, I used to do it quite a lot, and that was really funny. And to a lesser extent, the people that came in and gave me a little bit of abuse. Alright, I know I'm not very good at Fortnite. I'm also not very good at streaming, but what can I say? You added towards the viewership and you sometimes start a conversation in the chat. So, I mean, I'm mad, obviously, but it's all helped me to reach the point I am now, and that's, of course, made affiliate. And, okay, so it's not the biggest achievement ever, but it's taken me a long time to get to this point. I said I started streaming at the start of the year, and I was close to hitting affiliate before I went to America. But then obviously I went away from my extended trip, and then I wasn't streaming when I got back home. So I've been away from Twitch and all the rest of it for a few months. And then towards the end of November, I started streaming again. And then at the start of December, I finally hit affiliate status. And I'd say it's all because of friends and fellow streamers I've met along the way. And I've met so many good people along the way. Even if I had never made affiliate, I would still cherish the people that I've met along the way. I've made some really good friends. I've met some really nice communities, and I can't really explain it, but it's just a really nice feeling. And I think I think maybe a lot of it is, that's what Twitch is all about, right? Meeting new people, finding people who enjoy the same things as you, and just getting along and playing games with each other and stuff like that. I think that's really nice. So yeah, that's really all today's video is about, really. It's just to shout out the people that have helped me to get to where I am. I say it's not a huge achievement, but to me, you know, it took a while to get here, and a lot of work to get here as well. So I really am grateful to everyone who helped me along the way, no matter how big or how little their contribution. A couple of people to shout out in particular. So obviously the people I play Fortnite with on a regular basis, Rudy being one of them, carrying my ass through so many games. And I mean, you know, I've clutched that a couple myself, not as many as him, obviously, but you know, obviously he's put up with me not playing great in a lot of situations, and obviously being there to stream with me as well, not minding being streamed. Diva, aka Scottish Diva, or Rosie, sometimes I call her, for tuning in, playing with me on a regular basis, and her friends as well. There's too many people to name in this video, so I can't. I apologise for that. And then, of course, if we move on to people who I've met along the way on Twitch, Snowfia, Snow, and the people that she plays with, so her friends, her family, and her community as well. They've all been really nice. You know, they've helped me out immensely, and I appreciate it so much. You know, I will talk about Twitch, I think, in another video in more detail, because there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, and I'd love to discuss it in further detail. This video today is just about thanking people, but in the next video I might actually go into detail about how I managed to get to where I am, and why it was so hard to get to where I am, and the things I had to do differently as well, stuff I'm not used to doing. So I might do that in another video. This weekend I will do another Uncharted video. I don't yet know what the topic is. I haven't yet finished my story of my travels to America, but I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, because I feel like it's getting a bit long at the moment, and I sort of want to break up the pace, so I might do something different. But yeah, so just a couple of closing thoughts. Again, just thanks to everyone who's tuned in, who's, you know, talked in chat, said hi, you know, brought in friends to watch with them, or just tuned in while they were playing with me. I appreciate it all. And while it did feel really great to finally hit affiliate, having tried for so long, I think I still would stream even if I didn't hit affiliate. I'd still work towards it, because I said at the start, there's so many benefits to me streaming, and I genuinely do enjoy it. Like, when you get into a conversation with someone, it is really nice, and so I do value that. I've learned so much over this past year to do with streaming and stuff, and I said I'll talk about this in another video, but I've learned so much, and even if I'd never hit affiliate, I'd still value the people I've met along the way and the stuff that I've learned about streaming along the way, because I think I can apply that into the future. And it's just been a really good experience, and I look forward to talking about it a bit more in next week's video. But yeah, that's all the time I've got for today. The very final clip that you'll see is of the encounter that I had towards the end of the match, where I dinked a guy for 90 headshot with a shotgun at pretty close range, and then I'm fairly positive I landed a single bullet. I went back, I played it in slow-mo, and it clearly shows I dinked him with a single bullet and nothing, no damage, and he pops me and I died. I'm so mad, but that's Fortnite. There are so many inconsistencies in this game, just like that. It drives you mental, but it's still fun, and that's why I keep playing it. And speaking of playing it, obviously, now that I've hit affiliate, I will continue to stream. So if you're free sometime, check me out. Links on the screen, also in the description below. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, do consider tapping the like button. I really appreciate it. And as always, if you've got any thoughts you'd like to share regarding anything I've talked about today, or anything you've seen in the gameplay, do let it in the comment section below. I'm interested to hear about it. It is Christmas, so my schedule is going to be a little bit off going forward for the next week or so, and I'm busy at work because it's retail and holidays are very, very busy, and I'm working on a lot of the bank holidays as well, unfortunately. But until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.